Hello, Internet users. In this video, we'll look at 3 examples of disruptive technologies and how they came to be known. First, let's define disruptive technology. Disruptive technology is a significant development that significantly alters how consumers, industries, or businesses operate. Disruptive technology sweeps away the systems or habits it replaces because it has distinguishably superior characteristics. Let's now move on to the examples.
For the disruptive technology, I chose artificial intelligence. As we know, artificial intelligence or AI has the ability to replace human labors, which is why it is beneficial for those in the business industry. On a larger scale, it becomes market trend because everyone is using it, particularly in social media, where it provides competitive advantage through the use of digital assistants, chatbots, use of e-money, and anything that makes the work easier. Looking at these things, we can see how this innovation will benefit the world, especially in the market field. However, while it benefits the business owners, it will be different for those people who will lose their jobs simply because their labor is no longer required. More people in the said industry will create a new market in order to create more money, even if it means losing people's job as a result of this setup. We can all agree that this disruptive innovation will result in a faster and larger supply of products, services, and goods, but we can't be sure if this innovation will be for better or for the worse. We can all agree that this disruptive technology can affect not only in the market, but also society as a whole.
Another disruptive innovation is the rise of Uber technologies. People used to travel by bus, taxi, subway, and other modes of transportation. However, as of 2009, Uber, the world's largest ride-sharing company, had quickly grown to become the world's most valuable startup. According to Blindstone 2021, Uber's story began in 2008 in Paris, when Travis Kalanick and Gary Kopp, an entrepreneurs, couldn't find a cup one winter night during the conference. They came up with the idea for Uber. Uber was founded on a single concept: what if you could request a ride from your phone? Initially, the concept was for a timeshare limo service that could be ordered through an app. Following the conference, the entrepreneurs parted ways. However, when Kamp returned to San Francisco, he was still obsessed with the idea and purchased the domain name ubercab.com. Year passes and he collaborated with Kalanick and made him the chief incubator. Following the launch of its first ride in 2010, Uber received its first significant funding, a $1.25 million round led by First Round Capital. Year 2011 was a game changer in Uber's development. As the years passed, the business expanded and eventually reached our country, which is the Philippines. Uber is one of the most closely followed companies in the world, once going down in history as once the world's most valuable startup and disrupting the modern ride-sharing and transportation industry as we know it. It is obvious why Uber became popular because it is convenient, especially for emergency situations and during the winter and rain.
The CRSPR research experienced tremendous boost during the last 10 years. Without to be valued, the CRSPR revolution massively affects bacteriology and genetic engineering, which can measure up to, for example, discovery of the polymers, chain reaction, or development of the next generation sequencing technology. However, molecular details and mechanism of activity CRSPR frameworks still did not entirely set in stone. It would be extremely interesting to see whether crosstalk exists in species with different CRSPR frameworks, their guideline, impact on destructiveness on account of animal pathogens. One more baffling issue of CRSPR frameworks is their high variety. There are numerous subtypes of main 3 CRSPR types with various arrangement of Cas protein, underlying association and guidelines, and the biological significance of this diversity remains to be determined.
That's already 3 examples of disruptive technologies. If you want to know more about ICT, just click the link of our video here. Hi, welcome to our second video lesson. Today, we will discuss 5 fields wherein ICT plays a vital role to the development of that field. Before we go to the specifics, let me first tell you the importance of ICT. ICT includes electronic technologies and techniques for managing information and knowledge, such as information handling tools for producing, storing, processing, distributing, and exchanging data.
ICT plays a vital role to the development of education. As you can see, ICT create an information that could assist a teacher with their works and productivity in current learning or educating in contrast with understudies learning results. Instructive ICT are likewise works with instructors to establish a good and learning conditions, to take on inventive and creative substance in homeroom and on the web. ICT could assist the instructors with associating in understudies. It will help them in arranging their instruction by giving criticism. ICT additionally assists educators with getting to foundations. And also, ICT takes an advanced improvement across in many aspects. At the generally primary level, ICT empower associations to be more helpful. Consequently, continuous economic development and assisting firms with being more aggressive. The public area take-up of ICTs is additionally settling on legit and productive that is more dynamic and straightforward. And don't forget that ICT's impact on education is it works on the viability of training, it helps proficiency developments, it upgrades training by working with learning and comprehensive schooling, it works with research and academic correspondence. Example, innovation and how it was able to have an impact on the field. As an example of this innovation, I could tell you that currently ICT is considered a tool to innovate teaching practices. They provide the possibility of including new didactic strategies that helps the interest and motivation of students to improve teaching learning processes inside and outside the classroom that create a best impact to the field of education.
Information and communication technology play an important role to the development of healthcare field. And as we know, technology is changing the world's surroundings and finally bringing us to more sophisticated technological world. The growing role of ICT in healthcare has had a significant impact. It improves care quality, increases patient security and data protection, and lowers operating and administrative costs. More than that, the primary implementation of ICT in hospitals and healthcare centers is the electronic storage of medical information. This makes it easier to find the details, and as we see, the operations in healthcare field becomes easy when ICT takes over, as it can help people to monitor everything. As we face the coronavirus or COVID-19, we can see various health-related innovations being developed. Drones, which are used to deliver medical supplies, the DocDot app, which detects if a person is infected with the virus, virtual reality or VR, which is used by medical professionals to upskill themselves, and of course, the use of artificial intelligence or AI, which helps the industry work better. But all of this, one of the most important things about this ICT, it provides numerous ways to improve the healthcare system. This industry must use ICT more intelligently in order to bring about more improvements and enhance healthcare to a much greater level, which is critical for the nation's progress.
ICT plays a vital role to the development of manufacturing. Do you guys know that the ICT structures are the reason for most advances? It is viewed as a key for high-level assembling system. ICT can decrease costs, increment usefulness, and work on the base for essential independent direction and hazard for the executives. Some could contend that producing wouldn't be what it is today without innovation. Notwithstanding, on account of its consistent advancement, innovation had the option to add to the constructed scene and make a portion of the powerful hardware. apparatus, and programming that they use to manufacture in this present day and age efficiently. In the past, innovation has helped advance how manufacturing is finished. Just like in every other industry, it has additionally tracked down ways of making the business more robotized and further developing the creative interaction and making it fairly and consistently. Therefore, I know that the manufacturing company is at yet one of the leading ventures all over the planet because technology plays a significant role. The two in many ways work hand in hand to deliver quality products to people globally. The hope is that they will continue to innovate, grow the economy, and provide jobs for people globally. Example innovation and how it was able to have an impact on the field. As an example for this, I guess the ICT innovation for manufacturing intends to help fabricate and meet covers in taking on the most recent inventive computerized advancements for their business tasks. Do you know that it actually expands and addresses all the more fundamentally maintainable and robust creation? Therefore, this innovation creates a huge impact, especially to the manufacturing.
Impact of technology in our government. As the technology grows further into our economy and society, government will be even more dynamic, both policymakers and as internet users themselves. From cybersecurity to societal issues to technologies such as the artificial intelligence or AI, government will confront a large group of new and complex issues that will challenge all parts of decision-making. Technology will progressively impact the connection among our government and different sectors. As public services and data collection shift to privately owned businesses, the role of public and private sector will keep on obscuring, modeling how citizens view government account, how government react to these difficulties and challenges in the future will affect our freedom, rights, and the economy, but also the internet and our technology itself.
The impact of ICT revolution is visible in all aspects of life. In a time like this, and most notably in the entertainment industry. Let me give you an example. During the lockdown, many have to work from home. Because of the world government stay-at-home orders, the entertainment industry has reaped the benefits of the ICT revolution. The internet has seen an increase in the number of users who use apps to find ways to be entertained. The entertainment industry includes the film industry, music industry, media, and other forms of entertainment. The world has been put on lockdown, but not the film or music industries, which have grown louder with subscribers during this time. Entertainment during COVID-19 is important to help people cope up with the challenges brought by the virus. There are a lot of platforms that kept people entertained during pandemic, such as Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Bigo, and other live streaming apps. ICT made entertainment more accessible. Bigo Live, for example, is a live streaming app in which you can be a host who entertains or a viewer who wants to be entertained. ICT has aided the entertainment industry because you can now produce your own entertainment videos even if you are at home. Because many people now use media, so you won't have to worry about who your audience will be. Another example is YouTube. Traditionally, you could only watch series and live shows on television, but now you can watch your favorite shows over and over again on YouTube. YouTube not only allows you to watch videos, but it also allows you to listen to music. That's how ICT role helped entertainment industry.
That's already 5 fields where ICT plays an important role, and I hope you learned something from us. We'll see you in our next video.